position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Minnesota's offense will go to work first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates, they're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how... There he goes!
We're a running team again! Oh, my God.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. Explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
The play was 3 seconds. How'd you even have time to fucking hold?
So that penalty's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Now the play fake. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking left. He's got it.
Keyshawn Crumpler's first catch.
And this one will be first and goal from the 6.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offense.
It's our boy.
He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
We had to score 3 touchdowns out of that drive to get 1. That's Gopher football.
They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. And we we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high.
We got to get Ezekiel Douglas on the field. Don't forget about them.
Scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Grab near the sticks, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. If he's going to run the football, they were dialed in. You got that second.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pugh. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Using his feet.
We're fucking back, baby. We're fucking back. Let's go first.
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe...
Easy on the field?
This is a kind of game, a top
Where's Easy?
matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, finally you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
To throw, it's Nickel. Working that left side now. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
For a running team! Come on!
On the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Let's fucking go, Mary.
Offensively, the first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And they can't make the connection.
You know, I'm glad these guys are holding. We just get 10 more yards for our offensive player.
Let's get the call.
That's real stat pattern right there. Holding to get more yards.
We'll repeat the previous down.
Turn up, turn up.
The offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set. 1st down. To the air. It's Baker. Using the quick game. Knocked down for the tackle. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it on the run. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably...
Get easy on the field.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I they say, what didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Greg.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and
Oh, fuck off!
Sends one guy, and now he's loose. Good
What the
call,
fuck?
Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a
That was some
defense.
bullshit.
You give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to.
He caught that?
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got
Fuck
some
is that?
space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off, and his crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Oh, shit, we
Able
had
to find
space.
enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Baker. Makes the grab on the left.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw
Keyshawn
to the
Crumpler.
sideline. He steps out of bounds with the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the run, deep down the right side. And
Being able to fucking roll out.
touchdown,
What?
Minnesota.
Like, what a development.
This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's nickel. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Punt is on its way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last.
You got to accept that. I mean, there's a right and wrong way to play football. You don't play football like that. You don't do that kind of crap.
Hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking downfield. Complete to the right. He gets it down to the.
Do it again, do it again, do it again.
Time is running short here in the first half.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Snagged in the middle, it's Washington. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Scores on the sneak.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the Tigers complete
all right, let's go easy. Come on.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense
That's
really
3 straight, all right.
on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson.
They're not even trying to play football anymore. All right, Easy, get in there. Let's go, Easy. Get in there. Ball.
The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, will they dial up on second and a long
Where's Easy?
way to go?
He's over here.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they
Keeping Easy out there.
All right, you've dug yourself
Let's go, Easy.
offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight.
Holy shit, watch out, man. When Larry Terry becomes an official receiver on this team, watch out.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They get him stopped.
They just kept going outside.
Out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Here we go. And the Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the
We're submitted.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Golden Gophers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If
Go easy!
Can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Fresno State.
Holy shit.
Back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the pass.
Let's go easy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Newton. Makes the grab. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, is he delivered. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going to the ground. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on its way. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Blue 27 patio. Blue 20 back idiot.
Power football with the run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the strong run on second down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. Finding open areas. Gets it past the marker.
I'm thinking Dunk Baker. He's already got over 300 yards.
3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Probably need 10 more attempts to match the
number
efficiency.
1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out
Keeping
there.
everybody involved.
Situation with a lead
That's
like
my quarterback.
They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the
We're going to get Keyshawn Crumpler his first touchdown. That's what we do around here. What?
Time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of.
The fuck is he doing?
So they're letting it fly.
Back to throw, it's Baker. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense.
Sending easy on another blitz.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in a passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
Let's go.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Upshaw. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're...
That play it easy. 3 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss.
This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want
We'd like to see that easy. Way to fight.
Closer to the line of scrimmage and fire right when the ball snaps. He's
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Really? They're doing this shit?
Maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Back to pass. It's Newton. Looking for the score. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run it to the right. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.